Alright, good morning, good evening. I am Mindmore. This is another tutorial on Entro Seeds, Entro Crystals, and how to automate it. This is going to be an update from my last video that I had. The modular routers, I guess for some people they work, for some people they don't, or it depends on where in the world you are, if there's chunk borders on, or whatever the case might be, right? Some of them just don't work. So in this new mod pack that I'm running, which is all the mods 10 to the skies, I decided I wanted to do a different way of doing it for you guys, so that you guys would have more than one option to use for this. So I went with just dire things, and I got it working. Okay, there is less surface area, yes, but it runs just as fast. So it just, you might need 2 of these machines if you're going to be using a lot of Entro Crystals. But generally, I've found so far that I haven't needed more than what I have here, right? Which is just one that keeps getting, rebuilt time after time. Okay, so what we have here is we got a block placer, we got a clicker, we have an advanced block breaker here, here, and here. And we have the growth accelerator on the top. We've got an item collector with a barrel, and then just a regular import bus, right? And that connects into your AE system. Power, and then you have an export bus here and an export bus here, giving this the Entro Seeds. And on this side, this is giving the Fluix blocks, right? You use your ME requester, or you create a whole bunch of blocks in your system beforehand, but it's assumed that you have Entro Seeds already and you have Fluix blocks already. All you're going to do is you're going to put the growth accelerator down. Okay, you're going to stick a clicker on one side, you're going to stick a block placer on the other, right, facing into the middle, right? You're going to have a block breaker on the bottom, which is going to break this block once it turns into the Certus quartz block, right? So this one here on this side, right? So it's going to, so once it finally runs out of crystals that it can do, it's going to create a Certus quartz block, okay? And each one of these block breakers, I only have a diamond pickaxe. This has been probably running for probably 2 weeks real life time, and it still hasn't gone through them. Okay, so it's only breaking them every once in a while, and things are going quite well, right? I just have power up top, right? That comes down from underneath. And what happens is the simple clicker, excuse me, it just keeps clicking on it, right? It's just clicking onto that block if it needs another Entro seed, right? The block breaker does not place anything until there's a hole there, right? So it just won't do anything. And then you've got the advanced block breakers that are set up the allow list. So make sure the allow is checked off, and you have an Entro crystal here, and your filter is set to item. Okay, if you have this set to block, or if the item is, where is it here? If it's set to one of the Entro clusters, it will not work. Okay, it has to be the Entro crystal, and this has to be set, the filter has to be set to item. So it has to know that once it breaks this, it's going to turn into the Entro crystal, not Entro dust, right? Because if you break it early, it turns into Entro dust, right? And what these are configured like. So does this have, no, this doesn't. So that only goes there. The render area is just set right for the middle for both this one. That's a simple one. This guy here is set for this area here. So the block clicker only goes there. The block breaker only goes there. The breakers on the outside that look for the crystals are 1 block away, right? And that's the same on both sides. Okay. And the item collector, okay, if I turn the render on for that, let's turn this off, and this off, and this off. Okay, it's got this whole area here, because sometimes when it breaks the crystals, they'll fly out 1 block, maybe 2 sometimes. So you want to have a good catchment area. Okay. And this catches everything. I have not seen any crystals sitting outside this area, and I've not seen any down in the bottom that have slipped through. It usually picks them up as soon as they're broken. So there's not really a problem with that. So yeah, this is the setup for my new Entro machine. It's not as fast. I will give you this. This is definitely not as fast as with modular routers because you have more surface area, right? You have 1, 2, 3 faces right here that are being blocked, right? So you have the back, you got the side, and you got this, right? So usually it's only 2 sides that are blocked, which is a top and a front, or a top and a side, right? And then you've got the rest of the sides that are growing crystals. So you're harvesting much more. This is only harvesting 1 on this side and 1 on this side, but there's no downside to it. It runs just as fast, sometimes even faster than normal, right? And you get plenty enough crystals. So if I go home, this has been running for quite a long time. And if I just do a search here for, right, I got 1048, right? So that's been running for quite a while, and I've used quite a bit of them too. So yeah, it has a whole bunch there. Crystals. All right. So yeah, this is my new setup. If you guys have any questions or comments, or if you have any thoughts on how to make it better, or yeah, anything like that, just leave it in the comments, and I'll either help you out or maybe take your advice or do whatever needs to be done. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me. It helps the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.